Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hottie toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Leland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Gators in the swamp, chomping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that Tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Reds battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, man? We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. It is football season officially, man. We are back around the water cooler. I am Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast. And my guy, you can't hear him or see him because it's Labor Day. It ain't Labor Day for him. Shout out to my guy. Tell him who y'all boss, man.
Man, I'm laboring on Labor Day. But it's Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. We
How y'all
appreciate
doing
y'all
today, man?
rocking with us, man. We thank y'all so much. And around the water cooler with us tonight, as always, it's our guy, the man from at It's SE Season, man. It is Auburn Tiger. Tez, what's going on with you, my guy? How you feeling, man?
Pretty good, man. Had to bundle up. It's freezing in
It's cold
here.
outside.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling y'all,
That
man.
went over your head.
Yeah, I got you. No, I didn't go over my head. I just wanted to say it was cold, y'all. So I thought he free stepped inside. That's all it was. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, not yet.
That's it. Okay. He stepped in there. I was like, "Whoa, okay, then." Man, we appreciate y'all so much, man. Please, before we get into it, man, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. Follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23, and of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live. And ladies and gentlemen, you know that we do the Locker Room live game talks, live game watches every Auburn game, 15 minutes before Auburn game. This week, it is Ball State versus Auburn, man. We will be live streaming, live watching the Ball State versus Auburn game. So please, Saturday, 6:15, 6:15, we'll be going live. And we'll be streaming the entire game inside the locker room here around the water cooler, man. So come join us. And then immediately following that game, make sure you head on over to Auburn Addicts TV for the official post-game reaction show, Tiger Vent, with the guys, the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, with DC Wolf, and with Auburn Tiger, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us. So make sure you subscribe to both channels so you know when we are going live and when videos are posted, man. Let's get into the chat, man, before we get into this conversation tonight, man, because I think this is going to be a great conversation tonight. We thank y'all so much. Getting Musty is in the chat. What's up, Getting Musty? What's up? Calvin Peterson, man. Shout out to Calvin Peterson. $2 super chat. We missed the chat, but shout out to Calvin Peterson for the $2 super chat, man. We appreciate you so much for rocking with us and doing that for us, my guy, man. If y'all want a super chat, There it is. You got the opportunity to do it, man. Help us out, man. Help me get a new Auburn headband. That'll be great. There it is. There's the comment right there, man. War Eagle for life. That was the comment. Shout out to
Cal.
Peterson, man, with the $2 super chat. We appreciate you, my guy, for rocking with us, man. Everybody else in the chat, what's going on? Travale in the chat. War Eagle, Faith and Freeze, man. We appreciate you so much, man. Travale, let me see who else in the chat. Auburn Dad is rocking with us.
Auburn
Dad, man. Tim, the tool, Ryan Taylor said, expect
Timmy
or high or sky high. That's what he said, man. My guy, Auburn Dad, said, man, God wants this intro. You know what, Auburn Dad? You know what I'm gonna do? You like it so much. I need you to email me, Auburn Dad, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my number, and I'm gonna figure out a way to make it a ringtone and send it to you because you asked about that at one point in time. I'm gonna figure that out and I'm gonna get that to you. I promise you, I'm gonna try to figure out the ringtone. I'm gonna get that done. JT in the chat, he said nobody told me vanilla Vic, lactose Lamar was that. Oh, man, this dude, stop it, man. Come on, man. Jackson Arnold got legs, man. He athletic. We like it. We like it. We love it, man. It's all good. James Barnett in the chat, man. We appreciate you so much for rocking. Saying JT said that the intro is actually tough, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with it, man. Fresh boy from B. What's happening, fool? What's going on, Mike? Hope all is good with you, my boy. What's up, man? Hey, he want to know what's the temperature, Tez. He says it's freezing.
It's freezing, man.
Okay, it's just freezing. All right.
It's below 32 degrees. I don't know what exactly, once you get down there, you can't really decipher, but I know it's freezing.
Kenneth Sellers, I apologize. He said, bro, you was wrong about Tennessee. They killed my brother.
I'm with you, man. Bro, I'm with you. I picked Syracuse.
They killed my seed too, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, I am still not.
I didn't.
Sold. I'm still not sold on Tennessee, bro. I'm just be real with you. I'm still not sold on them, bro. I thought Syracuse would bring a little bit more to that game, man. Like I know Syracuse had an interception. I know they had like 2 turnovers in the game that Tennessee scored off of, man. But I'm like, man, I thought Syracuse was gonna be a little bit better in that game, man. That was still a game in the fourth quarter. I think it was a 38-26 game. Like and Syracuse was driving and they turned the ball over. That was still a game, man. So I don't know, man. I mean, my bad, Kenneth. I'm telling you, bro. I'm still not sold on Tennessee, man. I'm not. But Joey Aguilar, man, he hit a couple of deep passes in that game that boosted his numbers. So we'll see what happened, man. We'll see what happens going on, man.
He's not bad, bro.
Sham got in the chat with the fire emojis. What's going on? Hope y'all. Bama killed Marcus whole season sheet. That is what it is, man.
They killed a lot of sheets.
Oh my God, in the chat. How did I miss that, man? How did I miss that, bro? How did I miss my guy C Hall, man? What's up, C Hall, man? Hope you're doing good.
C
Hall. Everybody saying the intro is straight fire, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with it. It is good. It is. He said you good, bro. Hey, listen. I should put a disclaimer up. We are not professional bettors. This is all just what we think and stuff like that. But it'll all be all right. It'll be all right. Let's get into it, man. The Auburn Tigers tonight, man. We're gonna talk about the quarterback position at Auburn, man, and what we saw from the quarterback position, man. And it seems as if Auburn has a quarterback, guys. That's what it seems like. It seems like Auburn has a quarterback. I want to get y'all initial thought. Well, not initial because y'all already gave some thoughts, but I want to get y'all thoughts now that y'all slept on it and y'all rewatched the game. And y'all seen some things. You see some things you like, some things y'all don't like, that y'all didn't like. Your thoughts on Jackson Arnold in particular in this game, and what you like, what you didn't like, what you want to see him improve on. I'm gonna start with Tez first. What's up, Tez? What's on your mind? Take us to church, Tez. Take us to church.
Oh man. So first of all, man, before I even get into this, I want to say this. Initially, if you caught me right after the game, and if you caught me at any time during this past weekend after we won that game, I've been pretty high on Auburn. Not to say that I'm not high on Auburn now, but I just want to say that, like, over the past couple of years, I have been as critical as any person about these Auburn Tigers. And it like to the point that some fans question whether I'm actually a fan of that. I've actually gotten that. But man, like I just want to say that this win, feels so good to get a win against a quality team in week 1, and the offense looks competent. That I just wanted to bask in that for a couple of days. But now that I rewatched this game a couple of times, I have to give you guys the real. Internet, I will say that as far as Jackson Arnold goes, man, he's everything that Hugh said that he was. He said that he was the perfect quarterback for this system. He said that he was going to use, like, the man literally said that. I watched that Alabama game and I was like, man, that was impressive. Right. And then you come first game of the season, 135 yards on the ground from Jackson Arnold. Like, it's no secret why he got him. He wanted him to use his legs. I get it. It's an RPO based system. In an RPO based system, whenever that run portion can be, you can have options off of that and tags off of that. Like, it makes the system a lot more multiple, a lot more dangerous. So, man, what I saw from him was good decision making. Maybe not going with the play a lot of times, but one thing I love about Jackson Arnold is he did not put the ball in harm's way. I saw a lot of people saying, like, hey, he's a high turnover quarterback. He fumbled the ball a lot at Oklahoma. But he didn't throw it to the other team a lot. And I always wondered, like, this whole offseason, I was wondering about that. It's like, man, he's got this high turnover narrative, but he doesn't have a high interception total. Like, how can that be? But after watching this game, I see, like, when somebody's a 5-star quarterback, you see certain things. And you saw, like, the pass to Cam Coleman on the fade ball where he threw the ball essentially where Cam could catch it or nobody else was going to catch it. He's not out there putting the ball in harm's way, even when he does decide to pass it. Now, I would love to see him probably let the ball fly a little bit. I think he has to trust the receiving core that he has.
Agree with that.
These guys can make plays. You're going to get one-on-one coverage, right? It doesn't matter how teams play you. You got to understand, we have so many receivers that one of these guys is going to get one-on-one coverage, whether that's Malcolm, Horatio was the person in this game, right? Saw the one-on-one coverage on third downs. They went to him almost exclusively on third down. Like, it was, I was ready to coin the phrase third and Horatio. But he, you know, like, he's got to trust that. He's got to trust that portion. But man, he's the guy for the job. I see why Hugh Freeze wanted him to run this offense. My only pushback would be longevity. How long can you sustain this running this way? Because you're going to face tougher defenses. You're going to face some 8-man boxes. You're going to face some defenses that's going to hit you pretty hard. And in the event that he cannot continue, what is the plan going forth from that? I want to know that. I also want to know, like we talked about it in our chat, our text message thread a bit. What is the method for the 8-man box? What happens when 8, 9 come in the box and you have to drop back and throw this ball and make some reads and make the right decisions? I just don't think we've seen enough of it to judge whether it's good or bad or not yet in this game. Hopefully during these next 2 games, particularly Ball State, because I'm still a believer that if we go playing with South Alabama, that we can get beat at that game. I don't know how anybody else feel about that, but like, I don't think that we can go in South Alabama. I don't think that we can go in South Alabama and run the same game plan we just did on Baylor. I don't think South Alabama is going to let us continuously with a 2-high safety look run into 5-man boxes. I just don't think that. We're going to have to throw the ball to beat them. So, man, I'm optimistic because it just feels so good for the team to look competent, for the offense to look like we've been practicing something all summer, right? Because oftentimes it looks like I look at the first game sometimes and be like, man, yeah, y'all had a whole spring, a whole summer, a whole fall, and this is what you came up with?
Yeah. You mean like you go practice those plays like 100 times more. That's what it looks like.
Right. So this time, like, it actually looks competent, man. I'm so excited about that, man. But it's still a lot to be seen, right? We still have to see what it looks like when defenses throw other things at us. It's still a lot of data out there that we don't know. But one thing we do know is that we can run the football. and we can run the football well. We put that on tape. That we can run the football. And when putting that on tape, teams now are looking. The only data they have on us is that this team is willing to let 3 people carry the ball 16 times if they have to. And it shows teams that, like, hey, whether they can stop it or not is a different thing. But like, it shows teams that, like, hey, they're willing to just run the ball if we want to play them like this.
True.
This is not. Hopefully, this is not the Hugh Freeze of old, where he just gets pass happy and wants to do what he wants to do. But yeah, like they put on tape that, like, hey, if we gonna play them and try to take away these receivers, they willing to just turn around and hand it off. And they got a quarterback that can use his legs and really gash us. So I don't expect us to see a lot of 2 safety looks in the future. I just don't. Not like this Baylor game was. I don't expect us to see another game like this where a team is just committing 5-man boxes and just daring us to run the football. I don't. I know that was a lot, but yeah, that's kind of what I think right now. I got more, but I feel like I need to let you guys talk.
If you want to call in and you want to join in the conversation, that's the calling number right there, 334-521-2679. Again, 334-521-2679. If you want to call in and join in on the convo and let us know what you think, that's the number right there. Call in, talk with us, man. We enjoy it, man. This is a call-in show, so we want y'all to call in and be a part of the show as well. Marcus, your thoughts on that, man, before we get deeper into the conversation. Your thoughts?
Yeah, like Ted said, he just on about everything. Like, but my thing is, I like that Jackson Arnold is playing inside his ability. Like, you see in one play, he had the guy in the flats, but he chose to tuck the ball and run with it. Like, he's not trying to do anything that he doesn't feel like he can't do at the moment. And I think that's what separates him from Payne Thorne, because you've seen Payne Thorne actually force a lot of passes, trusting in. I don't know what he was trusting in, but you seen Jackson Arnold, even he didn't even let the route develop. As soon as he seen or he felt like that it was time to go, it was time to go. So I like that he trusted his abilities enough to just trust himself. But also, like Ted said, in these next couple of games, I want to see them open up the passing game. I'm sure we will. You have too many weapons not to. But like Auburn Dad said, I think in the chat, just take what the defense give you. And I hope in situations, the thing about it is, I'm more so impressed with Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze by just sticking with a game plan and not getting pass happy and not buying into what he wanted to do, but what he had to do.
Yeah, I feel everybody. I know this whole thing. Like, I have not heard the word too high safety so much in the past 3-4 days.
Right.
I think stuff like that. Like, I'm like, yo, too high safety is something that's been going on forever. Just call it cover 2 or cover 4. Just say that. But yeah. Yesterday, what I was saying yesterday on shout out to DC over on Auburn Addicts. I said that, man, I would love to see Auburn open up, especially in this game, especially in the game, this past game. I would have loved to see them taking a couple of more shots in the passing game, especially in the mid, and especially in like that 12 to 17 yard area with, putting touch on the ball and stuff like that. Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you can throw the ball against, too high safety looks. You can do that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. You had 5 in the box, and they weren't committing they weren't really committing a extra linebacker or anything in the box to give them a 6-man look or nothing like that. They had 5 or so guys that was in the box. Sometimes they'll throw 6 in there, so you was taking what the defense was giving you. But my whole notion was, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of when you get to a team that has a dominant front 4 that can get pressure with 4, that can stop the run with 4, they can stop the run with 5, and then now that team doesn't have to commit an extra person into the box. They can actually have, 6-7 guys in the coverage. You're gonna have to throw against a too high safety look, ladies and gentlemen. That's just part of the problem. That's just it. So I mean, I would love to see the offense mature and progress in that way. Like today in Coach Freeze's press conference, he was like, there was, I think he said that there wasn't many progression reads that he had to go through in this game because it was just, the run was working just so well. But the way that I just think about, well, yeah, Baylor's defensive. I no slight to Baylor. I think Baylor is going to be good for what Baylor's going to be good for. But we have a lot of teams on this on our roster that's going to be really good, sound defenses that we're going to play, and they're going to be committed to stopping the run with 4, 5, 6 guys, or less in the box. Just because they're going to be able to just generate so much more pressure with 4, and they're going to be able, and don't get it twisted, our offensive line is going to get beat sometimes in some games. You're going to have guys that's going to play a yard or 2 on the other side of the line of scrimmage, and it's going to require for Jackson Arnold to step up in the pocket and make a throw against 2 high safety looks. I mean, I'm just saying, just hear it. So it's just something you have to think about, and there are ways that you can beat 2 high looks and things and stuff like that. My thing is this. My thing is this, man. I am happy with what happened in this game, and I agree with Tez. I don't think unless we get to a defense that's just so dominant that can just get pressure and that can just stop the run with those initial 4, 5, 6 guys who could just stop the run there and just have that type of dominant presence. I don't think you're gonna see a lot of what we saw this past Friday night. I think you're gonna see teams try to find some kind of way to put more bodies in the box because, like Ted said, and I don't understand why people didn't notice this, because Auburn has always been able to run the ball, even when Auburn was bad, like really bad in those situations. They was always able to run the ball and things stuff like that. That's something that we've always been able to lean on, and that's the reason why a lot of people have always been saying, "Run the ball, Auburn, just run the football." And you're saying that out of just like, frustration because everything else that you're trying to do isn't working. If we run the ball well, guess what? It opens up the passing game for us on the back end. But I sit here to the Jackson Arnold praise, man. I think Jackson had a really good game. I think that to me watching it, I still feel like he has trouble trusting some throws. Now, one throw that he did make that I am the throw down the seam to Malcolm Simmons. When he let that one rip, I said, okay, that's good. That was a great throw. It was right on the money, and it hit Malcolm in the hands, and Malcolm came down with a great catch. The pass to Cam Coleman, when Cam Coleman was in 1-on-1, when he was just basically a man coverage, Cam Coleman beat that man off the line. He beat him across, up, and right across the formation, and he beat him off the line. But there are some things that he's gonna have to do, like when it comes to those timing routes. Like that's something that you're gonna have to get in rhythm with. Those type of things. The short intermediate passes, you're gonna have to get better at putting touch on the ball, layering the ball, and things stuff like that. Because, like I said, what are you gonna do in a situation to where you see a 2 high safety look, and teams are just going to be like, all right, we stopping the run. You got to throw the ball. It's 3rd and 11. What you going to do? Run it just because we got 2 high safety look, but we stopping your run. So what are you going to do? I mean, I would love to see in this coming up week, if that is presented to him, I would love to see Auburn throw against that type of look on the defensive side of the ball. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, man. And hopefully we'll see more of the pass progression in this game, and things, stuff like that. I doubt it. I think that you're going to see more of just running the ball in this game potentially, just because. And no slight to Ball State, but Coach Urimovich, head coach at Ball State, and those guys, they have a lot. They in a rebuilding year. This is his first year there. I believe the defensive coordinator was there last year, and the reason why he stayed there is because I think him and Urimovich are really close friends. But other than that, man, I don't think you're gonna see anything different this week that's gonna basically make us be like, did we learn anything? Did we learn anything this week? It's coming up. Yeah. It's a possibility we can. It's a possibility we'll see it, and possibly like, all right, yeah, that's something else to look at. But it is what it is. But we still got to take the opponent seriously, though, in that situation, man. James Barnett had a comment that I wanted to bring up, and I want to get y'all thoughts on it. He said, "Fellas, if Jackson Arnold took more shots and threw a bunch of picks because we as fans wanted to see more passing, will we be happy about it? I would rather get the win regardless of how we get it. Your thoughts?"
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying earlier. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care how it looks. If we can do this the whole season and we get wins with it, let's do it. I don't really care about utilizing the offensive weapons as much as they on the roster, as long as we get the dub, because that's what they're on the roster for. But at a certain time, like you said, Nick, it's ways to stop us from running the football, and people gonna try that. So it's just when you get in that position, how are you gonna pivot? You always got to have a plan B. So
Got you. Tight. I mean, not tight. Jesus Christ. Ted, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a statement that is accurate if the running game didn't look the way it looked.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
If the running game didn't look the way it looked, then you could say I can see fans saying that. But like I think fans should understand, like, I mean, I don't know, man. If you know football, if you watch football long enough, you can kind of understand why the running game was working and why he stuck to the running game.
Mhm.
So I don't know if, like, okay, if Jackson Arnold, this is not a game, like, I'm trying to think of a game where we won and it just didn't look good and it was kind of fool's gold. I don't think this was like a fool's gold game, right? I think it was not when I say fool's gold. Now there are some fans that think that we are better than what we are, right?
Okay.
But I don't think that, like, this running attack and what we put on the field is just like an anomaly for this first game. I think this is what can actually happen if you decide to give us light boxes. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if fans would be, honestly, to answer your question, I don't know if fans would be happy either way.
Yeah.
He could have threw for 400 yards. We'd be screaming, "Run the ball" right now. Like you can't please fans because now everybody's got the video game and everybody thinks they're the best play callers on earth. You're never gonna be able to please fans. And this is what I'm hoping that he's getting in his head. It's like, I forget what everybody's saying.
yeah, just win the
Let's
game because I'm happy.
Yeah, let's do what I do.
I'm happy with the win.
You know what I mean? I watched the coach. I'm not gonna call no names, but I watched the coach here at Auburn University one time listen to the fans and decide he wanted to do a completely different thing with his offense other than what was working. He no longer has a job at the school. However, he has since went back to what he was doing that worked so well, and it got him a big game, got him a big win this week.
Shout out to Arthur, man. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to Arthur, man. Shout out to Arthur. Appreciate you, Arthur.
So yeah, man, like, man, I don't know. I don't think you can please fans.
I'm a little okay. I understand what you're saying. I get what y'all saying, man. But okay, I people probably gonna disagree with me because they probably gonna be like, man, you saying something different. Ladies and gentlemen, Travale, the king of the comments, is on the phone right now, and we're gonna bring Travale in the chat. Travale, what's going on, my guy? Can you hear us? What's happening? Okay.
We can't hear him, Nick.
I can't hear Travale. Hold on. They can't hear you. Travale. They can't hear you. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. They can't hear you. I gotta fix something real quick. I gotta fix the sound on the back end real quick. They can't hear you. So give me 1 second. All right. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get Travale in here real quick and make this work. Travale, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear Travale?
No,
I can't.
Yes, you still can hear Travale? Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, they can't hear you. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna hang up and then I'm gonna have you call back in once I get it fixed. I'm gonna just let them talk and then I'm gonna have you call back in when I get it fixed. So, Mr. Heaton, I see you on the phone too. Let me get this fixed real quick, Mr. Heaton, and I'm gonna let y'all know when to call back in. So give me a second. But go ahead.
We just heard it. Just heard it ring.
Oh, y'all just heard the ring? So y'all heard it?
I did.
I heard it ring.
I did.
I can't hear nobody talking, but I heard it ring.
No, did you hear it ring the first time when he called?
Yeah, I heard it ring the first time he called.
Oh, I did.
All right. Give me 1 second, man. Tez, go ahead with what you were saying. I'm gonna work on this on the back end, man. I'm trying to get this sign on the back end. Go ahead with what you were saying.
Actually, I forgot, but I'll keep talking about Jackson Arnold.
But no, Ted. What I was gonna say to your point earlier, Ted, like the improvements that Hugh did make, people are not even talking about enough. Like,
right.
Let's talk about the red zone improvements that he made with the red zone play calling. Because if we would have been able to score in the red zone, people would have been, oh my God, we still see the same. Like, because I felt like the motion that he sent across that Jackson Arnold scored on, that was a beautiful play call. And he had drives where he called drives that were very impressive to me.
Yeah. That play call, man. I watched this video that kind of detailed the ins and outs of it. They had been like airing out at the tight end position when they ran the ball the entire game. In that one particular play, he decided to down block him with the motion. So the people that were on the end that could have made that play, they ran themselves out of the play immediately. Just because he had showed them one thing consistently the entire game. It was more than just he just called a quarterback run on fourth down. Like that play had been set up for with every other running play that had some motion in it the entire game. And I got to give him credit for that. Like that is I hate to say it, but that's what we used to get from Gus Malzahn. We used to see all these plays to set up one play in a game, and that's very reminiscent of that on that call. So kudos to.
Are y'all hearing the echo reverb? Just want to make sure I'm playing. I'm hitting the sound in the back. So I just want to make sure. Okay, so it's working. I just got to get the echo reverb out. My bad. Go ahead. Just keep going, guys. I'm working on it. I'm working on the sound in the background while they talk.
But no, it's just like if we wouldn't have seen a lot of those, we would have seen a lot of the continuous lack of play calling, lack of concept shown. People would have been ready to tell he frees a new one. But like I said, I seen him commit to something, and then we all know it's tough for him to commit to just running the football. So for him to do that was like, all right, wow. Then you see red zone efficiency. Wow. But what people are not talking about enough is our defense, first and foremost, Durkin, letting our defense look like that. Because nobody foreseen that this offseason. Every time I ask the question about Durkin's defense this offseason, no one foreseen our defense looking like it looked.
All right, so I don't know if we was gonna dive into the defense this game, but after we were rewatching this game several times, I think maybe 3 times, and with some spotty rewatches where I was just rewatching specific plays. I do want to say this about the defense. I think the defense played better than is being advertised.
There we go.
I could make the argument that the defense won this football game for us. Because if it's not for those 2 fourth down stops early in that football game, we don't score enough points to win.
Yeah, it was the bend but don't break, but also Tez, I would combat that.
Now the tackling. Go ahead.
I said I would combat that by saying if the coach from Baylor plays a field position game, this is a lot tougher game than he played. He played an NCAA 2016 26 game at the beginning. I thought I was watching the video game for a minute. Let me see if we can get Mr. Heaton in here. Mr. Heaton on the phone. Mr. Heaton, can you hear me?
hear Mr. Heaton? Tez, can y'all hear Mr. Heaton? Yeah, he can hear me. Y'all can't hear Mr. Heaton. All right, Mr. Heaton, they can hear you. Talk to me, Mr. Heaton, and I'll tell them because it's apparently it's not working on the back end with me. Go ahead.
I just got a few things. First of all, I saw your halftime rant, dog, and Hugh Freeze, he did exactly what you said.
Okay, wait. Can you hear Mr. Heaton?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah,
up.
yeah, we good.
I mean, the chat should be able to hear him. Okay, we
Okay,
good.
it ain't no problem.
Go ahead. We got you, Mr. Heaton. Everybody should be able to hear you now. I just did one thing. Go ahead.
The man. Yeah. All right.
We got you, Mr. Heaton. You on the phone.
All right. Now, Tez, I got something to say to you.
Okay.
All right.
Tez, I got something to say to you. I want to
All
know.
right.
I'm glad to win, man. That defense, let me tell you something. If we was facing Taylor Green, we would have lost that ball game. You hear me? Because
I got you.
the Taylor Green would have run.
Mm-hmm.
He said Taylor Green would have been a run threat. That's what he said. Yo, Mr.
I mean, hey.
Heaton, yeah, I think we lost Mr. Heaton. I think we lost him.
Yeah.
I guess my
Yeah,
question
I'm
is
still here.
Oh no, he's still there. He go ahead. Go ahead.
But if Taylor would have run that ball, and we probably would have got beat. They have got to fix that tackling, man. They have got to fix that tackling.
What you think? What you think? What you think?
No, I
Hey,
can still hear
man.
you.
No, he's right. I just asked, does Taylor Green come with Michael Trigg, or do we get that Arkansas offense too? Because that's a major difference, man. Man, I just want I want everybody to look at Baylor's average stats, average score, and look at what they did in this game. They could not run the ball. They could not run the football at all. They averaged 35 points a game. They truly gave up like 17 points. Really and honestly, the defense gave up like 17 points. Like it's
Right.
I understand the tackling. The tackling looks bad on TV. I do agree that they need to get that fixed. But you have to understand that they were going against a offense that is designed to get your players in space and make them make open field tackles. Yeah. And we played 28 people on defense.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You guys are defenders. Y'all know, like, man, don't take me out of the game, put somebody else in there. Like, I may not make the tackle when my name is called. You know what I mean? If I only get 2 or 3 plays in the game, now I got to tackle every single time. Like, that's going to be something that I'm going to be watching throughout the year. It's like, yeah, I love the fact that they played a lot of guys, but like, I feel like tackling is kind of like running the ball. The more you run the ball, the better you get at it. The more you tackle, the more you hit a man, the better you get at bringing them down during the course of a game. So with them playing so many people on defense, I love it, but I don't know if that affects.
Yeah, we still got you, Mr. Heaton.
Yeah.
We still hear you, Mr.
All right. Hey, the next thing I want to say, I'm sorry now, y'all got to pardon me. I got to sing a little bit, but it ain't going to be long.
Okay.
The wheels of the Gus go round and round.
The wheels of the Gus go. Shout out to Mr. Heaton, man. Shout out to Mr. Heaton, bro. Shout out to Mr. Heaton. We appreciate Mr. Heaton calling in, my guy. You called Mr. Heaton. I want to say this publicly. You called in doing the live stream on Friday night, and I couldn't take the call because of the fact of the whole system was messing up on.
Hey, man,
that's what it was.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop talking bad about that dude, man. That dude knows how to beat Alabama.
Come on, Gus. Yeah, Gus know how to beat. You know how to beat. Yeah, that's what it is. Mr. Heaton, we appreciate you calling in, my guy. I appreciate you so much.
All right
now.
Thanks.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Mr. Heaton for calling in, man. We appreciate him calling in. Yeah, if y'all want to call in, we got the phone lines fixed now. So if you want to call in, it'll work. Everybody hears everybody. It just took me a little while to get it fixed on the back end, but it's good.
But Ted, Oh, okay. But yeah, I wanted to ask you, Ted, because you said you watched the game. But do you not fear that we're not getting enough penetration from our front four or front three whenever he chooses to rush? When he chooses to rush,
I would love to see more pass.
that's what I'm saying.
I like getting after the passer, man. That's my MO. If you played against me in the video game, you know that's what I do. I'm bringing pressure. But that's not always the best way to approach winning a football game. So I would love to see, like I said, I want to see this team. I want to see this defense play against a team that plays football in the box, that plays more of a traditional style of football, that isn't going to have these air raid concepts all over the field. That's not going to move a Michael Trigg from wide to slot to the backfield to everywhere. Like I want to see what they look like against a team like that. It hurts that Champ Anthony's not. He's hurt because he was a willing tackler.
Out indefinitely.
Yeah. So to your question though, Marcus, yeah, it was concerning because I feel like a lot of what was happening on the back end was a result of like not getting enough pressure.
Yeah, not getting enough pressure. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Really? So y'all really believe them not getting enough pressure was them what happened on the back end was not getting enough pressure, even though a lot of that stuff, a lot of what you saw from Sawyer Robertson in that game was like a lot of quick stuff, a lot of stuff that was 7, 8, 9 yards and stuff like that. That's almost kind of timing type stuff. I mean, like it would be like it's like so y'all think them not getting that type of pressure that fast enough was the result of them not being in position on the back end?
Well, you got to think that Sawyer Robertson had time. Bro. Like one play, he double pumped and still hit Trigg. Like if a quarterback got enough time to double pump, it's in the pocket. He has a lot of time, even though it looked like it was a lot of quick game. He sat in the pocket.
I mean, he did play. They played a lot of quick game. They played a lot of short stuff that ended up being a lot of big plays. So I mean, it was like it wasn't like he had to sit in. It wasn't like he had to sit in the pocket, and go through progressions. He was literally running, swing routes. He was running, short out routes. Definitely short things across the face of the linebackers in the middle of the field. And those guys was just taking basically 5, 6, 7 yard, receptions and turning them into 25, 30, 35 plus yard, gains. So I mean, like, there is one play that sticks out of my head when we think about it, to where coaches would always tell us, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, and that's exactly what Keldrick Faulk did in one play. Keldrick Faulk was like, I can't get back there. Let me just stop and let me just put my hand up. And when he was doing that, he was deflecting the pass at the line of scrimmage, which helped. I'm just curious to know, like, you do y'all believe that the lack of a pass rush with that type of offense, what we saw Friday, was the reason why the back end is the reason why we saw what happened in there?
Well, you brought up an interesting point, man. Like, I think it's a combination of all of that. When you play a lot of quick game, right, like they did, which is very true. They did play a lot of quick game, a lot of 3-step drops, a lot of ball out of his hand very quickly. You don't have a lot of time for pass rush. When you lean on that during the game and you decide to drop back and pass the ball deep down the field with a 5-step drop or a time like that, a lot of times you end up having a lot of times because there's no benefit to bringing pressure on the quick game, right? And the defensive coordinator does not know that you're finna drop back and pass the ball traditionally a lot of times. So I think that's why you got a lot of I know people hate the third and Durkin, but I think that's why you got a lot of the 3-down fronts dropping 8 because he was just so used to them playing quick game. So I don't know. I think it's just a combination. I think it's just the team that we played, right? Like This team is.
I agree with you because if that's
Travale is not a slouch offensive coordinator.
The reason, yeah, I know, I agree with you. The
I
reason
actually disagree. I disagree with the point of Tez when you say pressure is not a good. I feel like it depends on the quarterback. Because if you have a quarterback that can't read that blitz right, I'm sending pressure. I don't care how quick the game is.
But then in this game I saw Chris Murray get 2 sacks, which they only credited him for a half a sack, which is crazy.
So I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. I was like, when Sawyer Robinson was dropping back in going through progressions, he was getting pressured. Like
Amaris Williams,
Keldrick Faulk had a sack. I think Chris Murray had 2 sacks, and I think Amaris Williams had.
I felt like Keldrick Faulk sack was too late in the game for me though. I feel like
it was right on time though. And we needed that sack at that moment.
He was like, we needed out in that moment. That's what we needed.
And big time players show up in big time plays and moments.
My thing on the defense is like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. After rewatching the game, like when we watching the game in real time, I was like, man, come on, man, we gotta tackle, bro. We gotta tackle, and I think that's the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing is we just have to look at it from the fact of I saw a lot of this when they was going in the tackle. I saw a lot of the shoulder going in the tackle. I didn't see a lot of going in, wrapping up, and trying to, grab guys and take them to the ground, getting your face across the ball, type stuff like that. Didn't see a lot of that. I saw a lot of guys trying to go in, and trying to get guys, and hit them with a shoulder and try to hit them back. I just never been a fan of that. I've just never been a fan of that. Never have been, never will be, because when that happens, if you get a very solid back that has really good contact balance and they can just bounce off a lot of tackles, that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna bounce off of them, spin, and get extra yardage, end up falling forward and things stuff of that nature. But I mean, I just sit back and I'm just like, I don't think they were out of position a lot of times, because every time a guy made a reception, every time a receiver made a reception,
they were in position.
Somebody was there. It's just they didn't finish the play. Like some guys, you will see a guy wrap somebody up, and then next thing you know, well, when I say wrap up, I mean that they would hit him, and then dude would just bounce off of him and just keep going. Or Josh Cameron was just so elusive. He would just step around them and do all this Houdini crap, and then he'll end up getting another 15 yards. So I mean, I mean the defensive side of the ball, man. I low key kind of chalked up the first game as well too, because I always say lots of mistakes in the first game. So the big and the old adage is the biggest adjustments usually come from week 1 to week 2. So hopefully we'll see that. But go ahead with y'all thoughts on that, man.
I got a question for y'all, right? Because y'all are defenders. Y'all played the game, played defense. What does it mean when the second, third man is missing the tackles? Because that's what was concerning me. It wasn't that the first man was mixing the tackles. It was like the second, third, fourth man to the party was coming in a lot of times where the runner didn't even see them. Like these were defenseless runners a lot of time and completely whiffing on tackles when they weren't even running. They weren't juking. They weren't stiff arming. It was just, I'm late to the party. I'm here to play cleanup, and I'm not doing that. What is that a sign of?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you, bro, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna be all the way real with you with this, bro.
That's bad tackling.
That part. But here's the thing, bro. It's called, like, you ever heard the phrase called game tackling? You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
All right. So here is how I used to see game tackling. I was like, bro, if I couldn't get him to the ground, I was like, as long as I can hold him up and somebody is coming, then both of us should be able to get this dude to the ground. Like, even if he just come and just hit him, he just fall. So, like, in the mindset of playing the game, like, if you come up to a guy, like, say for instance, if you come up and you wrap a guy up, right, and you wrap him around the legs and he can't move. Like, my thought process is, the next dude that's coming, just come hit him up top so he can just fall. So he just fall to the ground, and things stuff like that. And I think that's what was going on. I think a lot of dudes on the field was just like, yeah, let me just
gonna be easy.
Yeah, let me just hold them up real quick, and then somebody should come behind and should be able to help me finish this, like and stuff like that. I just don't think it just didn't go right. It just didn't go well. It did not go well. And that's why you saw a lot of missed tackles, in my personal opinion. And also the reason behind it, just what they weren't wrapping up either.
Sometimes you can over anticipate a kill shot.
That too.
Because you coming in thinking that lick is gonna be as easy as you think it's gonna be. And all he gotta do is just move a little bit.
And it's over.
It's over with. And a lot of those guys are what they're doing, what they're really doing. They're closing their eyes when they get ready to tackle. They're not paying attention to what they're getting ready to hit. They diving in, trying to come in with a kill shot, closing their eyes, and he going straight by him.
They tackling.
You can't see it. You can't hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I saw one play. I saw one play. I can't remember which quarter it was, but I think Trigg caught the ball across the middle, and Caleb Harris came and just smacked him. But he didn't wrap up. This dude just bounced off and just gained like 8 more yards.
Hey, sometimes he a grown man.
Like the collision was massive. And that's another thing, Marcus. You brought up an interesting point. Is, man, Michael Trigg is gonna break the first tackle a lot this season.
Yeah, sometimes you're a grown man. That dude, he's already an NFL tight end.
You gotta understand too. Michael Trigg was at, I believe he was at Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Rig used to tell us all the time, man. He always say, "Bring your ass, bro. Bring your ass." That's what he always bring your ass, bro. Who else said that? Who else said something like that? I'm trying to think of another coach that said something like that.
Coach Huff.
Oh yeah, shout out to Huff. Huff, the new head coach at Notre Dame now.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, he's like, bring your ass, bro. Bring your ass. He would always be like, bro, what you doing? But you also gotta wrap up too as well too. Now, I think the wrap up part, like even if you hit somebody and they still, kind of, their momentum kind of still comes, like if you hit them and their momentum still kind of does this, at least you're slowing them down if you wrap up, because unless you're just weak and they just slip up out of that thing and just keep going. But yeah, man, to Marcus's point, a lot of dudes be closing their eyes when they be going up to hit them dudes because they don't want to see it. They don't want to see the impact.
Nah, they just want to feel it.
They just want to feel it. That's it. And then when
I ain't gonna lie to you, I got caught like that at JV a couple times.
I tell you this, I'm gonna just be real, bro. If it was a dude, like if it was a running back that was just bigger, like who was that? Was that Rehoboth we played? And it was this dude, bro. They had like this 6'3", like this dude was like Derrick Henry in high school, and he was playing running back. And I was like, and it just so happened, it just so happened the way the play ended up, it was me and him. It was just me and him. It was gonna happen. I was like, well, shit, man, this is gonna happen right here, bro. He came around. And I just was like, hey, man, I just hope somebody come and just help me with it, dude, man. It was big. I mean, I hit him, man, and I promise you, I went back like 3 steps. Like, he probably got 3 yards just from hitting me. Like, he was just so much bigger, bro. So, like, but I was just like, bro, I closed my eyes, bro. I was just so happy I didn't miss the tackle, but I did close my eyes when I hit him because I was like, yeah, dog, this is not going to end well for me. I'm smart. Look at me compared to him. Look at me compared to him, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is not cool. That was not cool at all. Was that Rehoboth? Was that Rehoboth? I want to say it was Rehoboth.
Yeah,
but see, like those plays right there weren't the ones I had a problem with, because I understand that missed tackles happen, and people get excited. They want to lay the big hit. I get it. It was the tackles where like you've spent out of a tackle, and you're just a defenseless player at that point. And then the second and third man come in, and he just, for whatever reason, arm tackle. It's just not even an effort to like jump on his back or something. Like he's not even moving at this point. It's like
the thing is also part of that too is if you take really good angles at that helps as well. I mean, because if you take a poor angle, if you really take a really poor angle at making a tackle, you can miss him by that much. You think you there, but you can miss him by that much. And end up being, you had all good intentions on wrapping up and everything like that. But then it looks like, you didn't wrap up and you just hit a guy. So I mean,
Right.
angles is as well too.
Like Nick said, when you're doing the angular pursuit, you also have to come at a decent speed, because if you're coming at me full speed, all I gotta do is duck you, bro, and you're gonna go flying right across me. Unless you coming in full speed and you going low, which if you coming in for a kill shot, a lot of people don't go low. Not the ones where you just standing there, they trying to knock your head off.
Yeah, man.
And it's easy for you to, like you said, especially for a big receiver like Trey, for you to just bounce up off a guy like that.
Yeah. I mean, and as much as I'm talking about the defense, bro, we talking about this defense. I know this.
I went on somebody to say it. I knew somebody was say it.
Oh, you on Fournette when
when that dude tried to wrap Fournette over up, and he just threw him off.
He just threw him off. That was crazy. That was a different animal there. But yeah, man, like as much as we talk about this defense, bro, I'm more confident in the defense than I am in our passing game. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Like going forth in the season, the defense is going to be fine. All right. There was a couple busted plays, particularly from Caleb Harris.
Two.
We're just gonna say it, Caleb Harris. But
that was just not great. That was not.
But the good thing about that is our safety room is loaded. So if he can't get his mind right, we have talent that can replace him. But the defense is going to be fine. But this passing game, I'm not saying I'm skeptical of the passing game. I just haven't seen enough of it to make an assessment to say that we're going to be great passing the football this year. That's all.
I disagree with you, Ted, because I'm concerned. My concern about our defense, like you said, I think we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna start by saying that I think we're gonna be fine, but I'm concerned with our run defense. I feel like if a team commits to the run against our defense, it's gonna be a problem.
Really? Okay, wait. So you concerned? You're concerned about the run defense? I thought, okay, that's interesting. Man,
because you notice that when they ran a lot of zone reads earlier, they were getting a lot of yards.
Early in the game, they were running the ball.
Yeah, they were getting a lot of yards. They were moving our D line. Like you said, they just stopped doing that. They started going to the intermediate passing game, but they were moving our D line. And with us having tackling problems, that is a concern for me going forward. If a team who can actually move our D line and get bodies on bodies and get us up out of there. But like you said, I'm not worried as much because I think we're gonna get that in control. But that does concern me more than our passing game does.
Okay.
Do you think that the plan to play 28 defenders is? Do you think this is like the plan full time, or do you think it's kind of like what Popovich would do in the season where he would play a bunch of players and then in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think any lineup gets shorter as time goes on.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like you're gonna end up like I wouldn't be surprised when you start getting into SEC play. You're gonna see a legit. You're gonna see those guys that
can tackle.
You're gonna see those guys that's gonna be in the rotation heavy. Those names, like you're gonna like at the end of the year, you're gonna be able to be like, oh yeah, those names. Like you're gonna be able to know those names that's in the rotation. I feel like right now, since you got so much talent, because when you saw the depth chart come out for Auburn, especially on the defensive side of the ball, it had a bunch of oars to it. So that tells me that, to me, what I glean from that is the fact of the matter that there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of guys. They can go either way. It tells me you got a lot of young talent that just doesn't have a lot of experience, but you got a lot of experienced guys who are just not as talented as a lot of these young guys. And so what you need to do is you need to figure out how to balance that and figure out who's going to, like, when we get into real play, what guys are going to be, in the trenches when it gets to 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 8. And when you have a team go for it on 4th and 2, like what guys you put out there. Now, don't get it twisted. I mean, you want to have, a good rotation of guys on the defense side of the ball, because trust me, taking those hits every single play you know, if you know, taking that, it wears on the body. It does. It hurts. You know, after so you want to have fresh bodies in and out. You don't want Keldrick Faulk playing every single down of a game. You want Morris Williams to come in and spell him. You want Jared Smith to come in potentially and spell him because you want him to be his freshest at the end of the game. Is what you want.
Which is what happened. Like that's Keldrick Faulk gets the sack at the end of the game. He looks like he was the freshest defender on there because he didn't play a lot in the third quarter. It was Morris Williams. It was Chris Murray.
So you want that depth because see the thing about it too is like you also got to plan for the future as well too because you know at the end of this year potentially you losing Keldrick Williams and you losing Kieran Crawford. So who's gonna be the next guys coming up? You need to have that experience. You need to get those guys. So for what I say, Kieran, my bad. Kieran Crawford coming up. You need to have those guys that have experience coming into next season and things and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Nah, man. I don't think you're gonna see 28 guys playing all season long. I just don't see that happening. But is there but you will on the defensive side of the ball, you potentially gonna have a good 16, 17, 18 that you're gonna see rotate in and out in every game and stuff like that. So you stay in some type of rhythm. I wouldn't be surprised with that. And I believe majority of that probably gonna be on the defensive line. In my personal is where I see it at. Just because it's just so much. It's just so much like, bro, just hitting somebody every single play. Like,
I want to, like you said, I love to see our defensive line keep rotating. I want to see our linebacker court like get a straight line up though. I want to see a certain depth chart. Linebackers. They're gonna play the whole game.
Agree. Shout out to Robert.
A lot of moves.
I think we'll see a lot, bro. Just depending on the teams that we play too. We see a team that's gonna run the ball downhill. We're gonna see what we got in the linebacker room. We're gonna see what the interior of that defensive line is made of. It just that this team didn't it just didn't call for it.
True.
Yeah, I think they played the best. I ain't gonna say they played the best, but I'm telling you guys, and mark my words that I said this. Pay attention to this Baylor team and how many points and yards they put up all year. This may be 24 points, maybe the lowest scoring game that they have all year.
It's a possibility.
It's a very well that this could be the worst performance that they had on offense all year with 410 yards and 24 points.
Very possible.
And we're going to come back and look at this defensive performance completely different. We're going to say, hey, they should have tackled, but we're going to look at it like, man, yeah, DJ was kind of in his bag in this game.
All right, man.
I'm just telling you.
We got Travale on the line. Travale, what's going on, Travale? What's on your mind, my guy? What's up, the king of the comments? What's up, man?
What's happening?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Well, my first time calling, I was trying to talk about the quarterback situation.
Okay.
The quarterback situation is what he always wanted. A quarterback that can run him out of trouble. If you look back at his whole history, when he was winning 10 games, he had quarterbacks that could do that. Chad Kelly, Malik Willis, and Liberty. When he didn't have that, he had a quarterback that threw a lot of interceptions. Wallace threw like 30 interceptions when they were winning. But he threw the ball a lot because he wasn't a runner. Okay. Now, to the defensive situation, our defense pretty much looked the same like they did last year. They give up big plays. They bend and they don't break. They hold teams to 24, 17 points a game, pretty much. Pretty much what they did this time. So it's like our defensive line, they got to keep rotating out like that because it's not the biggest guy, especially in the interior. Like, Malik Blocky, he's not a big guy, but he's a dog. You know, like my brother used to say, it ain't the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog. You feel what I'm saying? So, they bring it, but against an offensive line like theirs, they were giving up a lot because you double team a guy like Falk, you double team the guys that's coming, all they got to do is just run up that middle. That middle soft as bread. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We just
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
We let you get it out.
We wanted you to get it all out before we said anything.
Okay, that's it. That's all I want to go. That's all I want to go.
All right, then. Shout out to Travale.
I might got some other things to say, but I'm just gonna listen to the show. I'm busy for real. But I'll holler at y'all.
All right, then. Shout out to the
Man,
king.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Shout out.
Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to Travale for calling in, man. We appreciate him so much for that, man. The king of the comments, man. Let's see, man. Lindsay Turner in the chat. What's up, Lindsay? Talking about new boy seems to be the best option at this point for Champ. Anthony, since he broke his thumb, we may come in and make that happen, man. So yeah, man, we hopefully we can get that fixed. Shout out to D-Lev for rocking with us as well, man. Mr. Beautiful in the chat. What up, Mr. Beautiful? Holla if you hear me. We can hear you. Holla. What up, man? I hear you.
What's up,
Mr. Beautiful? Hope you're doing all right, my guy, man. Hope all is good with you. There was a that was a comment. I'm gonna put it back up. I put it up. I was going through the comments while Travale was talking. Runs Premier Lawn Care, man. Appreciate you so much for coming in. I think I remember you. I remember you.
What's up, bro?
Auburn fans always trying to critique plays even in a win. Auburn didn't have to pass, so why? And then he said can't stand listening to complaints even in a win. Hey, we appreciate you so much for coming around the water cooler and chilling with us. It is what it is. But I mean, thing is, if we want to be great, we just don't want to be complacent with just the win. We want to be able to, and please believe me, I'm not getting paid $6 million a year to do this. I just look at this from the perspective of a guy that's been around the game a long time, and that just want to be in a position to where we're not just complacent with just beating Baylor, and not complacent with just winning a game, but want to actually get better at the fundamentals. So we can be feared and be dominant when it's time. Big opponents.
Let me tell you a story real quick. I'm gonna be brief.
Ain't nobody complaining. We had to win.
Is this Run?
We hungry for a win, sir. I mean, look. We just want to keep winning. We don't want this to be a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want by running. Some teams might be able to stop that. We want to know, can we be able to get out of that situation if that gets shut down? Come on, man. We talking amongst each other. It's not like you freely listening to the water cooler talking saying, well, yeah, what those guys say next game and see how that works. No. So, I mean, either you listen to the show and take what you can from the show, or get off the show.
Well, yeah, loud and clear, bro.
I didn't want to take that route. I didn't want to say that, but I was just gonna say we wasn't complaining about it. Like we all know, like this is how we feel about it. We feel like if we can win by doing what we did this Friday every game. We can do that, but we know that's not going to win week in and week out. So we're saying once these people make adjustments to what we're doing, we have to figure out something else to do. And, by God, we got to pass the ball. We're not saying that you have to leave the show. We're just saying we're not complaining. See, you're very harsh. Sir, chill out. We're not running anybody away. If he wants to come and listen, he can come sit down, come get in these comments.
Seriously though, Ron, I got a quick story I want to tell you, man. I want you to listen to this. I know a team that played Wisconsin last year. Wisconsin ran the football on them at will. They didn't turn around. Well, before they played Wisconsin, I think, or it was either right after, they played South Florida. South Florida ran for over 200 yards on them. They then got into a contest with Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt ran all over them. That fan base then was shocked. That same fan base played Oklahoma. Oklahoma ran all over them. That same fan base played Florida State this past Sunday. Florida State ran all over them. That started with the Wisconsin game. But nobody in that fan base cared because they got the W. They weren't being critical. That UCF game, when they ran for over 200 yards, nobody in that fan base cared at all. They won by 3 touchdowns. That was the only thing that mattered. They hashtagged all that in the team. And guess what? What you're seeing now from that team started with wins. That trend of letting teams run the football all over them started in games that they won by a lot. So this is why we do this, man. It's because we don't want to be the fan base that come November when we can't pass the ball, sitting around here saying like, oh man, when that start? It started in Baylor.
Shoot,
That's why we do this, man.
I raise you another one, boys.
When that start? Oh, you said Boise State. Good.
Boise. We don't want to be boys. Raise you another one.
Like, bro, you gotta listen. As a fan of this, man, you have to look at the things that you don't do well. Otherwise, you're gonna be shocked. You can't let wins fool you into thinking that your team played perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
And that happens to a lot of fan bases. We're watching it happen in real time.
That's true.
If you click over on some other podcasts with some other colors on your YouTube, I know they probably pop up. Click on them and listen to what they're saying. And then think about last season and think about that Wisconsin game. Think about that South Florida game. Think about all those games where they just got ran all over. And they didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but when they lost, and now that they're losing, all of a sudden it's a factor. Man, we can't be that, bro. So we're not finna sit up here and just sunshine pump and act like we did everything perfectly.
Yeah,
bro, no, that's not realistic.
He's saying that we've been so bad for so long, we gotta praise every win that we get. You can't even critique it.
Yeah, my thing is this, man. My thing is this. And shout out to D-Leb. D-Leb put it. He said, man, in 2013, we beat the brakes off Tennessee and Knoxville, and Nick Marshall didn't even throw 10 passes. Yeah, but this is a different brand of football, man. This is a different year. I don't get it twisted, man. That can work in certain games, but now when you looking at defensive coordinators now being a lot more exotic, being a lot more in their bags when it comes to pressures and when it comes to disguising, when it comes to looks that quarterbacks are getting and things and stuff like that, man, you got to be a little bit more balanced. Like, I mean, the whole tempo and timing thing, DC tell y'all, DC will tell you better than me. Shout out to DC from Auburn Aggies of why that won't work in today's game and why it could be a problem moving forward. You got to be a little bit more balanced, man, when it comes to football. And the thing about it is, like, we're not complaining, bro. We're not complaining about nothing. We can always critique. You can always critique. You can always critique in a win. You can always critique in a loss. You definitely gonna critique in a loss and things and stuff like that. But and shout out to thank you. I was just about to say that, but you took it right out of my mouth. Yeah, it has to be a standard. Shout out to Ed, man. There has to be a standard that we have to look at. And one thing about it is too, man. I want to say there was a comment earlier in the chat that said you got to play you got to play chess. I agree, man. You got to play chess because you got to be able, even though you're not supposed to look down the road to your games coming up. A lot of teams know when big games are happening, and you got to be able to play chess. You got to be able to play chess with the opposing defensive coordinator if you're the offensive coordinator, and you got to be able to play chess with the opposing offensive coordinator if you're the defensive coordinator, and things stuff like that. I mean, it's just it's a game, man. You got to be able to do everything at a proficient level, and it always comes down to the little things. And the little thing that we saw in this game that was the problem was tackling. Something that been something that you should have been doing. That I was watching one podcast, one show, and they were saying something that we've been doing since Little League that we didn't do well in the game. You know what I'm saying? It always comes down to the little things. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Nick Saban them like X's and O's. Like I talked to a coach one time. A coach told me, man, cover 2 is cover 2. Cover 4 is cover 4. Cover 3 is cover 3. Match coverage is the same principles all the way around. Is that everybody knows that. That's not going to change. It's the small things. And to Tez's point, you looking at that team and you seeing a whole culture change, and you seeing why the team that is the more talented team potentially is getting ran off the field by another by another team with it went and garnered and gold because guess what? They didn't do the little things properly. It always comes down. It's not the big things because each side knows that. Cover two. A slant route is a slant route. A smash concept is a smash concept. A mesh concept is a mesh concept. You got to know what the depth is of a cover two cornerback. You got to know what you're supposed to be as a nickelback in cover 3. You got to know where you're supposed to be at in the middle. If you the free safety, you got to know what your depth is and stuff like that. That's the same. That's all gonna stay the same. It's just always the little stuff, and that's what we look at. We look at the little things, and I'm saying right now, tackling for one is something that we've been doing since Little League. Is what we got to get better at. And then I just want to see a more mature pass game. That's it. That's really it. I just want to see a more mature pass game because something that the coaches already that has told us before the season started was that they was having problems in the drop back game. It's something that he wanted to see better. So that's all it is. I mean, it's not a critique, man. That's the part that's the part that kind of upsets me. I'm not even gonna say upset me, but it just kind of frustrates me because it just feels like we just get complacent with just the win. Like I want to be just better than the win, bro. I want to be dominant. That's what it is, bro. Like I'm trying to be dominant, and the best way to be dominant, is to do the little things correctly. That's the best way to be dominant. That's all it is. True. That's it. That's it.
The little thing.
We hold on, man. We gotta stop. We as Auburn fans, bro, we gotta stop this little thing of just saying, oh man, we just won the game. That's what's up, man. No, man. We gotta go out here and we gotta dominate. We gotta go out here and dominate people, bro. That's what we gotta do, man. That's it. That's it, man. Like, man, you know how many times I have sat here on Saturdays and I have sat here and watched us lose games because we jump off sides. We lose games because of a pass interference call. We lose games because somebody ain't where they're supposed to be at. It's the little stuff, man. That's all it is, man. And that's what we critiquing, the little thing. And so that just, man, that kind of stuff right there, man, just like, man, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tyke. I mean, go ahead.
That's what was
no, you cooking, bro.
That's what was refreshing about Friday, man, because I know we was like Ted said, we was in a group chat. We had 2 offside penalties back to back, and we got a touchdown out of that drive. Like in the past, bro, we would have been able to recruit from that.
He was what I want to say. Nothing that I've said, or nothing that I don't feel like anything that any of us said on this episode so far has been critical of the team. I can be very critical of this team and this performance if you want me to. I can start talking about
What's up, Ken Richard, man? Appreciate you so much, man. We miss you, my guy. What's up, Ken?
What's up, Ken Richard, man?
Yeah. Like I can spend a lot of time talking about the penalties, how we still having procedural penalties. We don't know how many people supposed to be on the line and how many people supposed to be in the backfield. We still doing that. That is like definitely has to get cleaned up and will lose us a football game. I can talk about like kind of like Marcus said, like, you know, we didn't have that dominant pass rush. I can talk about the running game and how it unimaginably looked in the first quarter and how attrition is what kind of got us those rushing yards. It's over time we start to wear them down. But originally it was just running Damari up the back of the center like we always did. Like I can nitpick this team if I really wanted to, but I don't want to do that because some of those things are pretty obvious if you watch the football game. You know that they shouldn't have those penalties. You know that they should do certain things differently. But man, just to sit here and just the sunshine pump and say that, like, man, here's what I want to remind you guys too. We're content creators. This is a YouTube platform. If we get on this YouTube platform and say, hey, the guys played great. All right, roll the credits, Nick. Time to go. The show will be 10 minutes.
That's a great point. That's a great point, man. That's a great point.
They play great. War Eagle. All right, guys. See you next week. Come on, man. Be realistic.
No, man. I just hate that, man. I just man, hold up, man. Let me go back to it, man. Because when I was going through, man, I was looking at a comment that Ed put up, man, and here it is right here, man. Ed said, man, go back and watch that Nick Saban post-game conference from Georgia Southern game. You would have thought Bama lost the game. Like that's
Yeah.
like
They ran all over Alabama's defense.
I won't say what that
They
man.
won.
I won't say what he said in that post game, but that was like the funniest thing I ever heard Nick Saban say about it. But man, I'm telling you, it comes down to the little stuff, man. Were you in the right? Were your run fits correct? Did you play the right gap? Like is that like it's always the small stuff. We talk about the big stuff because something small led to the big thing happening. That's the whole point. So when we look at it, bro, and when we look at the game from a technical point, we look at it and we like, man, that's the reason why. That's the reason why.
Especially on defense, right? Like when we talking about okay, now little things do matter on offense. I don't want to send that out there because I know how people blow up things and take them the wrong context. But on defense specifically, the little things could cost you a touchdown. We was talking about this play in the chat, in our group chat. Caleb Harris not getting hands on the receiver in cover 3 is a little thing that turned into 6 points.
Got to blow out the line of
that's a
scrimmage.
very small thing that you would think like that is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. But that one little thing, him not putting hands on his receiver, him not notifying that you got a receiver coming to your zone, like those are very little minute things. But they end up in touchdowns, right? The little things matter. And that's what the championship teams do well. When you watch that Clemson team, I guarantee you didn't see any of that. When you watch that Clemson defense, you didn't see any of that. Like you didn't see none of the little small things. And I'm just saying, man, like they all add up and they all end up having these huge ramifications. And what do we do at the end of the day when all these little things go wrong and we have a busted coverage or something? The first thing we do is blame the coordinator. Oh, this Durkin got to go. I don't know what this Durkin is doing. And it's like, nah, man, he called the right play. It's just those little fine little details. And it's teaching tape. This is why I say that development happens on the field, because now Caleb Harris has film that he knows that, hey, I got to get hands on this kid.
That's it, man. Communication. In that particular play that Ted's talking about is communication. That's it. And that coverage right there, it looked like it was supposed to be a match coverage. That's what it looked like. Basically, in a match coverage, guess what? On the number one receiver who Ken Lee was over, the rule is if that receiver releases 5 yards out, guess what? Ken Lee is man on him all the way wherever he goes across the field. That's what that is. Yeah. Ken Lee was attached to him. That's what it was.
They call it May.
Number 2 receiver. Guess what? The number 2 receiver, if he comes in that man's, if he came in Caleb Harris's zone, guess what? Caleb Harris is supposed to attach to him unless the number 3 receiver on that side of the field goes to the flats. And when he goes to the flats, that's Caleb Harris's responsibility. So in that case, what do? You put hands on the number 2 receiver and let Tim Anthony know that somebody's coming down the seam so he can go cover him. That's what you do.
Because he's watching the quarterback. He has he's staring at the quarterback. You have to let him know. But that's what I'm saying. That is a little thing. Like that has nothing to do with responsibilities. Like his responsibilities on the play, he didn't bust those or anything like that. But those little things that lead to a touchdown. And in match coverage, if you make a mistake in match coverage, it's probably a touchdown.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's his responsibility. Like that's his responsibility on the play, though, Ted.
True.
Like, and the thing about it is that the reason why people allude that to the coordinator, because that all goes to preparation and discipline. You go through those discipline, you go through that preparation through the week. Like you said, me and Nick play defense. Like as many times as I can tell us, you got to put your hand in the inside. You got to start the inside. Can't let them cross your face. You get told that multiple times through the week. And so when you have those mental lapses in the game, they allude that to being undisciplined. And when you see an undisciplined team, you gotta put that to the coaching.
Travale, you on the phone? What's up, Travale? Call back in. What's on your mind, Travale?
That's 3 calls in one night. Oh my God!
Right, word.
Oh, yeah,
I ain't mean to turn y'all up, man, but that right there made me mad. Like, bro, like that will separate. That's why our fan base is looking like we're looking right now. So we just want the win. Like we don't want to improve on the win. We don't want. We just, why we got to complain? We just want to win. Be happy with the win. You know, I'm happy I ate today. But what am I gonna eat tomorrow? You know what I'm saying?
Point. That's a good point.
That is a great analogy.
That's a good analogy.
Y'all, he act like we won a national championship, bro. We won one game, the first game. Like this is the first game of the season. Like we won one game. We got a bunch of other games to go. We got SEC to play. Like we need to fix some of this stuff before we go into SEC play, bro. Like you do. Like that's why our fan base is like the way it is. Cause see, Alabama fan base don't be happy with that. Oh, we got the one win. Oh man, I'm glad we got that win. No. We ain't going for that. And like you said, Ted, y'all a podcast, bro. Y'all come here to hear what somebody's opinion is about your team. That's what you come here for. Like, yeah, like, oh well, they played great. Good night, everybody. Like, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Who is that guy anyway?
Oh no, that's Ron, man. Ron, cool people, man. He been on the
okay, man. I ain't mean to turn this into the Paul Feinbaum show.
Nah, we can't. We ain't nowhere near Paul Feinbaum, bro. It is what it is.
Man,
I get it. We've been awful for a long time, so
we have,
You know what I said?
I get it.
Grateful for every win we got because we've been off for a long time.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we've been off for a long time, but you know, we ate a sandwich Friday, and that man happy with the sandwich. Like, nah, man, I want to eat some steak.
It's cool.
Right.
That's a good analogy. Bro. I gotta use that.
To your point, Travale, they walked the sandwich over to us. We would like them to throw it to us one time to see if it still tastes the same.
That's good.
Throw me the sandwich, see if it still tastes the same.
Put it on the paper towel.
That's good. Travale, man, we appreciate you
Peanut
calling.
butter and jelly. That's what we got.
All right, Travale.
Peanut butter and jelly.
All right,
All right,
Travale.
man, I'm going, man.
All right.
I ain't gonna call him. I ain't gonna call him.
So we got peanut butter and jelly Friday, man.
Peanut butter and jelly, bro. That's what it is, man. Shout out to Travale for calling in, man. We appreciate him for calling in again, man. I want to bring this comment up, man, because I thought this was James said, Travale, you make a great point. We definitely need to get better each week. That is true, man. Tim asked the question. He said, any plans to bring back the segment where y'all are teaching football concepts?
That's interesting.
We haven't done that in a while. That's been a minute since we did that. Because he said I don't see I don't think I've seen anyone do that before y'all and haven't seen it since. I mean, yeah, we can make that happen, bro. Like that's, you know what? Let me figure out how we can make that work. Tim, let me figure out how to make that work. Let me figure that out, because if we can make that work, it might have to be a standalone.
I think I got an idea of how to make it work too, Nick. So when we get off, man,
we'll talk about that.
We can come up, we can make something happen.
Talk about that. That'll be dope. I mean, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man. We'd have kept y'all for too long tonight. Please remember, man, that we do the live game watches over here in the locker room for all Auburn games, man. We doing the Ball State versus Auburn live game watch in the locker room this Saturday, 6:15 p.m. We'll be on 15 minutes before kick here in the locker room, man. So come join us around and watch the game with us, man. You can watch me react to it, and then as soon as the game is over with, head on over to Auburn Addicts TV for the official post-game reaction show Tiger Vent on Auburn Addicts with the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, DC brings heads, man. Hopefully, well, I have a good feeling that Marcus probably gonna be throwing some more paper, some more toilet paper.
Not the expensive kind.
Not this
one ply.
Just
I'm going to get the kind that you find at the bathrooms at the restaurants.
Wow, bro.
The hard toilet tissue paper.
Big roll guy. Come on, man.
The hard toilet tissue. I ain't throwing the good stuff this week. That's Ball State.
Make sure y'all go follow these channels here on YouTube, man, as well. Season at Tight Sports, Alabama Football, MegaCast. Make sure that you follow these guys over here as well. Auburn TV, the Uptempo Podcast, Sharpshooter Sports Talk, the Golden Broom Podcast, and the Huggy Bear. Also, I want to add 2 names to that list. I need to add to this list. JMHO Sports Talk, just my humble opinion, Sports Talk with Coach Sean, and on the block Sports with Coach Carl. Man, make sure that y'all go subscribe to those channels as well, man. Great guys, great talk, just great talk all the way around. Ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, the Alabama fan, just called in before we got up out of here. It is from Sharpshooter Sports Talk, B Sharp. B Sharp, what's on your mind tonight, my guy?
Sharp.
The tide is here.
Oh my God, y'all stop. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Small team.
Let's not do this. The small
I
team.
respect it. He call when they win. He call when they lose. I respect
He
it.
does. I got to give it to him, man. I got to give it to him.
I salute it.
Give it to him.
I respect it.
B-Sharp, what's on your mind, man?
Hey,
How y'all feeling? Have y'all recovered? Because I tell you, bro, some of the stuff I have watched from some of the Bama podcasts have been hilarious. Good God, they've been funny to watch.
That's good.
I'm just saying.
You said have
Y'all recovered?
Next championship game was last week.
Y'all didn't play in the last championship game last year.
Hold on, was the SEC championship game last week too?
I got beat by FSU last week by 2 touchdowns. Matter of fact.
Was the Iron Bowl last week?
Hey man, hey, B Sharp. Them our lines, bro. I've been saying that same thing for 5 years.
I'm just asking.
Y'all trying to downplay Florida State now? Is what you trying to do?
You can't take our lines, bro. That's our role.
Only answer I need to hear is yes, no. Have those games been played? Last time I checked, football was a week-to-week thing.
But
this is not the Alabama confidence. I know I ain't blushing.
Oh,
It is
confidence
not.
is always there. Last time
It sounds just as beautiful.
the playoffs did not start, sir. The playoffs has always been there. Y'all hyped up off Baylor. I
We
love
just
that.
sat here and had a whole rant.
You sound like me after the Cal game last year.
That's cool. That's cool. The only difference between me and you're an Auburn fan. I'm an Alabama fan.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
But
I'm like that too.
We're here to
You a little darker.
Football is a week-to-week thing. Football is a week-to-week thing, man.
It's very true.
If you think that I'm gonna be upset, of course I want my team to win.
Okay.
I think everybody want their team to win, but it's a week-to-week thing, man. Can't win them all in 1 week. So you just gotta take it week by week. Some weeks are gonna be better than others. I'm about to say Florida State won. We got our ass kicked, and we move on. Can't dwell on it. That's why I say, man, I'm a real Alabama fan. A lot of these people are just so used to one way of winning and how things should be. Like what Nick Saban did at Alabama during his time was abnormal. That's never going to be seen again, ever. In the history of college football, we should tell you that. What he did was abnormal. So we expect this man to come in here and do the same thing that Nick Saban did. You're going to be very, very disappointed. I'm just going to be honest with you.
It's disrespectful, Loki.
I agree with that. But do you think y'all fan base can accept mediocrity?
Mediocrity?
I'm just saying.
Like,
Hey,
come on.
Mike
What do
McKinney
you consider
got it on the
mediocrity?
board. Mike McKinney said in the past 10 weeks of football play, y'all 5-5. That's
cool.
5-15.
That's cool.
Mike McKinney with the stats. Shout out to Mike.
Okay. What is Mike McKinney a fan of?
I think Mike is an Auburn fan, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Yeah,
what was
probably.
Auburn's last 10 games? Do we worry about last year or we worry about this year?
I'm putting stats up.
Last
No, I'm just asking.
Last 10 games for Auburn have been what?
Like, what does last year have to do with anything?
Yeah, I
I
can't.
think around about the same, actually.
It might be.
It doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean a damn thing. We want to.
I got a question.
So what?
I got a question for you, though, B Sharp, for real. Serious question. Man, what is your assessment of the Florida State team? I'm interested in that. Do you think that this is a top team in the country, or do you think that this is just a team that caught y'all on a bad week?
I'm about to say it was a trap game for sure, but I believe they are better than what they was last year.
Oh, for sure.
You have a different quarterback at the helm than DJU. I believe you can go farther than what he did. They had a chance from the get-go. Then you had a great offensive coordinator. I'm like, what do you expect to happen? So I expect this team to win above 8 games. They could possibly win 10+ games. Just depending on how their schedule play out. I'm like, they beat one of their big wins is us. I'm like, shoot, I don't know what else you expect. I'm about to say they come to Tuscaloosa, it's probably a different story, but they in their home with that crowd going the way it is, with a brand new quarterback from us. Hey, no surprise here.
Did
Man,
you see enough
I
from
feel
them?
like y'all got bigger question marks though, B-Shaw. Like Ryan Williams, he didn't look like himself. Y'all defense looked pedestrian.
They did.
So like when we speak on Alabama looking mediocre, B-Shaw, I want to know what y'all gonna do to address these issues, man. You know, you come from the camp. Tell me a little something.
Look, even with the all-time great teams, look mediocre. I tell you, some of the all-time great teams look mediocre in certain weeks. We played national championship games. We gave up big leads, had high-scoring games. I'm about to say it's football, man. It happens week to week. Who was playing good on that day? Stuff happens, bro. It's football. You can hear me say this every day. This is nothing
You're
new.
right.
I haven't changed my stuff. This has always been the same answer. I'm about to say, if you think that football is just what you just seen last week, then you gonna just, I don't know, man.
What if it
No, that is football. That is football at its finest, Big Show.
But what if it compounds though? Like, what if it compounds week to week to week? Then what is the
that's their season.
Okay.
That's just this season. That's why you make adjustments throughout the year. You can't do anything else. That's all you can do.
Okay.
I tell you what, man.
You got to give, and the players got to give effort. The players ain't giving effort, then that's a problem too.
That points to a culture problem. But I tell you what, this will define Kalen DeBoer in the SEC. This would define Kalen DeBoer in the SEC because we saw.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know.
we saw Nick Saban. We saw Nick Saban bounce back from moments like this several times, and how he gets this team to respond to this is going to be everything in his legacy at Alabama. Because the previous guy was great at this one specific thing: is getting that team back up after they got knocked down. How many times has that happened? They lose a game, and next thing you know it, bam, 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 they win all up SEC championship. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be an interesting year for him. It's gonna be an interesting year.
Did Nick Saban have his players when that happened?
Did he have his players?
Did Nick Saban was Nick Saban doing that out the gate, or did that happen later on when he got his players?
I don't
know.
That
he recruited, the players that he brought in.
I guess I'm not. I mean, he won national championships with his players. What do you
mean? Wait. So, hold on. Let me. Okay.
What do you mean he won national championships? Yes, he won national championships with his players that he recruited, that he brought in.
Hold up, B-Sharp. Wait. I'm about to ask something. I want you to clarify what
this is turning into a Bama therapy episode.
This is what it sounds like it's getting into. Are you saying that Kalen DeBoer does not have the players that he need to fit his system in order to win, even though Nick Saban had a top 5 recruiting class of talent his last season at Alabama? So he can't win with Those
the
guys?
best players in the world.
I'm just trying to get clarification on that.
Let me ask you this. Just because you have a top 5 recruiting class, that automatically gets you to the national championship? That's
not what I asked.
No. I'm just asking you a question. Does that automatically send you to the national championship?
No, it does not. But what I'm asking is,
okay, then.
I know what I'm asking is, Kalen DuBois can't win with that talent?
Bro, you know, like I know, if that talent is not, some talent is good, some talent is bad. You can look back at Jalen Milroe's class. Look at that class right there. That's all Nick Saban, by the way. I just want you to point out that. So look at Jalen Milroe's class and tell me how many guys are still on this roster. Tell me how many of those guys became stars. Tell me how many of those guys even got off the bench. And that was a top 5 class. Just want to point that out there. Just want to point that out there. But like I said, man, just because you bring in a top 5 class doesn't automatically mean you're going to go anywhere. It doesn't mean anything. It just means you just got a top 5 class. Now you got to develop them.
But he said Nick Saban won with his guys, but Nick Saban went 12-2 his second year.
I know. I just want to correct something that Ted said. Effort has nothing to do with coaching. Effort has nothing to do with coaching. If you don't give the effort,
I didn't say coaching. I said culture.
Sir, effort has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with culture. With your coaching.
What? Everything to do with culture.
I said culture, not coaching. I don't know where you got coaching from.
So I need to spell it out for you. Coaching. Effort and coaching. Those are two different things.
I didn't say that.
You said culture.
I said culture. Culture. A lack of effort points to culture, points to the culture of a program. When I see Malachi Starks during the Vanderbilt game spazzing out, waving coaches off, that is a culture change.
That's not our player.
Well, whatever his name is, the safety, Malachi something. When I see him waving coaches off, that's a culture difference. That's a culture change because you wouldn't do the last coaching staff like that. Nope. Then when I see players jogging on the field, that's culture. This is not Alabama football that I'm used to seeing. The standard is culture. That standard has been lowered now.
Go look at the 2017 national championship and tell me what.
Bro, if I gotta go back 5 years to see somebody loafing,
fight Nick Saban. So what are you talking about?
Okay.
You're talking about waving off the coach. This guy was going to fight Nick Saban. What are you talking about?
Oh my God!
All right,
This could be a whole other show. We got to get off.
It really can.
That's cool. That's the only thing.
I got juice at practice players doing podcasts. The culture is way different than what it used to be.
The culture is different. The culture change.
With Baylor, I want to see how you guys play when you start to get into SEC play and actually play somebody.
We do too.
Yeah. Same.
You said that like we do
like
too.
They played the SEC team and dominated them or something. Like we want to see what y'all do in SEC play.
That's a good one.
We can really put some cash on it if you really feeling froggy. I love this type of talk.
I'm broke.
It's the same.
What type of talk are we giving you, sir? I'm confused on where all this animosity is coming from. This man called on our show at the end of the show and carry on for a good 15 to 20 minutes.
I'm not kidding. I just literally just called in just to say Tide is rolling. That's it. Y'all got into this conversation.
Man, that Tide and went and came and
but the Tide isn't rolling, bro. It's not rolling.
Y'all on the phone.
Maybe next week they will, but they didn't roll at all. It was pretty stagnant.
That's cool. So y'all gonna win it all this year.
We never said
that, bro.
That never came.
Man, hey man, it's Monday. You still need a hug.
We never said
y'all
that.
Gonna win it all.
Never came up. But I
just asked one simple question: are you guys going to win it all? I never said.
We don't know. There's still
I don't know. I got us winning 9. I got us winning 9 games, and y'all winning 9 games.
don't know about that now.
Okay.
That's all. That's what I got. That's what I got before the season. I'm looking at that game, the first game. I might need to. That 9 games might be a stretch.
That's cool.
I just gonna say I feel better about our 9 than that.
I do want to point out that every single Alabama fan told me I was crazy for saying that y'all would win. Y'all would lose 3 games.
That means we can reevaluate when the end of the season come, right? Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely will. We definitely will be. Trust me. I definitely want to see what happens. I definitely want to see what happens.
Oh yeah.
But be sharp, man. Tell them where they can go. Tell them where they can go. Get subscribed to you, man.
Oh, of course, the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. And Mike, you can come over there and subscribe too, player. You can get some Alabama news. I hope I hurt your feelings talking about Alabama football, and they wasn't giving you Auburn football and just telling you what you want to hear all day.
All right. Okay.
And I had to throw a shot at Mike, man. I don't like Mike.
What?
Mike came disrespectful, so I had to come right back with the disrespect.
You know my dude, Mike. Man, Mike, sit that one out, bro.
I don't care.
Sit that one out, Mike. Okay, dude just mad. They lost this weekend.
That's it. That's all it is.
No, Mike, good people, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Shout out to be sharp, bro.
Shout out to be sharp, bro.
Make sure y'all go over and subscribe to the Sharpshooters podcast with B Sharp, man. Appreciate B Sharp for
facts.
And rocking with us, man. Tez has poster coming up, man. Tez, what's on your mind? Tell me what this is.
Yeah, I kind of just figuring out these platforms. I didn't know I could upload stuff like this, but yeah, just letting you guys know that tomorrow, 7 p.m., we got the second episode of the SEC season live rankings every week that we're doing. If you did not catch last week, you want to go back to the channel and watch that one and watch the rankings, and then it's gonna be interesting coming into this season, into this week, what we do have, how we're gonna rank them. It should be an interesting conversation, man, and that's on the screen is the thumbnail for the episode, so kind of tells you where we're going with it. But yeah, we're gonna be live ranking them again Tuesday. And we're gonna see how accurate we are at the end of the season, man. It should be a good time. And also, just real quick, I got another surprise for you guys. If you are listeners to to my channel, it's another segment basically. And it'll be coming out Tuesday, and it works hand in hand with the ranking show. So the debut of that was last week. The debut of this was going to be this week. You don't want to miss this. Trust me. You don't want to miss this. Should be good content, good TV. And appreciate everybody that's already joined up and subscribed, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. What up, Fan Addict? Fan Addict, man. I gotta get you on the show. What's up, man?
Likewise, Fan Addict.
I gotta get you on the show, Fan Addict, man. What's up, my guy? Hope all is good with you, man. We talk some of that Georgia football and why I think Georgia's gonna miss the playoffs. I'm just saying. I want to see who response gonna be to that. Let me see who response will be there before I close the show out.
If we be here another hour.
Yeah, we probably be here a whole nother be another hour saying that. But nah, man, we appreciate that, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Remember, we do locker room live game watches every Auburn game, man. We'll be here Saturday 6:15, 15 minutes before kickoff. Come watch the game with your boy Nick, man. Watch me react. I'm telling you, if you got a chance to see some of it last week, it wasn't all the way how I wanted it to be, but trust me, I've been stress testing this thing for the past 3 days, and so far it has held up. And so I'm telling you, you're gonna want to be here for the rest of the season because it's gonna be dope, man. And then right after the locker room, right after the live game watch, head on over to Auburn TV with the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, with DC Wolf, and with Auburn Tez for the official post-game reaction show in the Tigers Den called Tiger Vent. Man, we appreciate y'all, man. So make sure y'all make that happen over there as well, man. Let me see. Let me see if he responded before we get up out of here. Oh, he just laughed. He just laughed. That's it. Shout out to Fan Addict. Shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all so much.
Now that's top of the conference confidence, right there.
That is exactly just a ha ha. That's it. That's all it is. Just ha ha. That's it.
Yeah, we all heard the nervousness in B. Shaw's voice. His voice was terrible.
That is top of the conference confidence right there. Ha ha.
Ha ha. I'm pretty sure that's how he said it too. Ha ha. That's it. All right, man. Marcus, we got to say to people before we get up out of here, man.
Hey, man, y'all be blessed, man. See y'all Wednesday, man.
Yeah, man. We'll be back Wednesday for another call-in show. Talking some more Auburn football, talking some more SEC football, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here. As always, before we get up out of here, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed, man. And until Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. It is one love, man. We out this month.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.